Good morning and welcome. A bit tired today. Been doing a well-being fair. If you caught my last video, talk a bit about what I'm there. It's a good tired, you know. It's a good feeling, and I've missed this feeling because, yeah, you know, spiritually awake, as you're doing all sorts from one day to the next. You don't know what you're going to do, you know, or what gives a good of a turn. And my anointing gives have returned. And I did a lot of anointing over the weekend, and you know, it just came naturally to me. My light language also, it's coming more natural to me. There's no forcing, it's just flowing. Yeah, I'm in that flow state, that surrender stage. I'm a twin flame also, it's one of myself. One of the knowings that's come back to me. But yeah, it's beautiful. It just all aligned perfectly, you know. It was beautiful. And we had the Mercury retrograde also. And at first, you know, there was like things that felt like there was in our way. I was working alongside another light worker. Yeah, that connection that we have, you know, it's powerful. We balance each other out. So she balances my divine feminine, my divine masculine, and I do the divine feminine through her. And we work perfect, you know. There's that connection. And I also knew that seeing in me that there was also going to be that connection in divine timing, you know. So I met this lady years ago, and I knew she was going to be part of my path, you know, a friend. But yeah, like I'd known her in a past life, or many past lives, not just one, you know. There's that connection there. And it's just beautiful, and it's supportive, and it's just, yeah, just beautiful. It was such a lovely place to go to, and the energy there was just beautiful. I can't stop saying beautiful. Yeah, it was. I'm not going to say it again. It was just amazing. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, part of my path is the Mary Magdalene Rose path. That's one aspect of myself. I'm an ancient soul, 144. You may have heard of us with all over the, you know, social media now. Yeah, I'm coming out of that spiritual closet. Yeah. And this timeline, you know, that we're in, it's specific to it. It's purpose. It's our purpose. It's our soul mission. So yeah, the light codes was all shared, the anointing. Just all came back to me naturally, you know. There was no forcing it. And that's where you found the beauty in the in that flow state, you know. That's where everything just organically flows and unfolds, and it's just magic. Yeah, loved it. I'm on here. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's tiring, but you know, being a light worker's tiring, so it's part of the path. The dragons feeling me, dragons calling me. And this deck was what my friend was selling, but she gave me them, bless her. And yes, I'm very grateful to have a friend like that, and also another fellow light worker working alongside me. Yeah, gratitude, first card, you know. Can't make this stuff up. Yeah, that's me. I'm at this stage. I'm so grateful for this path now. I'm so grateful for what I've come through, what I keep coming through. I'm so grateful that I had that knowing, you know, that something was coming. I'm just, yeah, grateful. Keep repeating myself, do I? But I am. Yeah, on this path you do repeat yourself certain times until things start to click into place, you know. And I feel fully I'm aligning with my purpose now. Been figuring it out, you know. I feel fully aligned onto my path now and what I'm meant to be doing also. Yeah, gratitude. Yeah, if we all show gratitude, you know, we're sending that signal out to the universe that we're grateful for what we've got, we're grateful for what we're learning, we're grateful for the people around us, we're grateful for ourselves, you know, for how far we've come on our journey. Yeah, journey, new world. Yeah, I'm grateful that we're in a new world. Speaking about this to another light worker there. The world's forever changed. Planet Earth is never going to be the same again, and it does not need to be. It was never ever our true Earth, you know. No, there was lower energies. These lower energies also still, but light workers, we're the ones, you know, that can see beyond the illusion of this world. Yeah, and we're creating a new world. I love these cards. Yeah, there's a new world. We're in a new world. We're in a higher consciousness, you know, it's global, so yeah, we're all having a revelation. Yeah, look at these cards. I can't make this stuff up, I just split the deck. Yeah, revelation. Yeah, whoa, exposing the shadows. We're coming out of our shadows, you know, we're into the light. Love this, look at that. Eyes to see comes to, you know, yeah, look at this eye, it's wide open. Yeah, shadows. That's what this journey is, you know, when we wake up to our shadows and what we need to face inside ourselves. We have a revelation, right? So that's what's been going on then. Well, if I'd have known that, I'd have done this years ago. It's timing, you know. It's divine timing. Yeah, self-worth. You found self-worth. Yeah, you found self-worth. Why? Because you push through your fear. Your shadows. Face that fear. You know, this fiery red dragon, yeah. You go into the fire to face your fear. And that's where you find your self-worth. Yeah, can't. Right. Might as well just keep reeling these cards out because they're doing perfect. What was I saying? Synergy. Yeah. Perfectly aligned. They're all aligned with this reading, you know. I knew I had to do a dragon reading, but I just literally split the deck. Yeah, find your independence. Find your independence on this path. Yeah, that's it for them. Can't make this stuff up, can you? I knew I had to do a dragon reading. So yeah, I'm very, very grateful. I'm grateful for this well-being that I that my friend, my light work friend, my soul friend, I've known her for many, many lifetimes. I'm grateful for that connection. You know, I'm grateful for many years ago we got reconnected in this timeline, this life. Yeah, and she mentioned the well-being, and my spirit guides kept coming through to me saying, we need to do it, we need to do it. So we got onto it and we made it happen, you know. So where you put your energy, that things flow from that, you know. So if you just sat still and you're not putting energy into anything, nothing's going to grow. It's like watering that garden. Yeah, your roses, you know. If you want a rose garden, you've got to water it and nourish it with the right things. So yeah, gratitude, that's the right thing. Yeah. So the new world. We're in the new world. Well, it's forever changed. You know, there's many, many having a revelation. No, many, many. Because many, many face their shadows. They've done that shadow work, you know. They've gone inside the deepest parts of themselves and they've uncovered the truth. And inside there, they found, well, they faced the fear, you know. They've walked through the fire, they've alchemised all they needed to. They've faced it, fiery dragons, and they've found self-worth. And they found their independence. And you know, yesterday, yeah. I know that I've been on a path since, you know, my waking up to the new world and facing my shadows and going into my fear. I know I've been on a path of independence. Because, you know, if you can't stand on your own and be independent, how can you show others that path? Well, you can't. So I know that I've been under spiritual test initiations for 8 years on my journey to uncovering the new world, you know, and helping others uncover this new world and my revelation. I know that Spirit's been having me on, you know, my path to independence, my path to facing fear, my path to going into the shadows, my path to gratitude. Yeah, stepping stones. So, do you want me to read the revelation? Revelation. I'll just do the not reading, but I've spoken about what I've been up to this last weekend, and the song that came through this morning was Tracy Chapman's song. I love Tracy Chapman. I used to listen to her all the time. I've not listened to her for many, many years, to be honest. But the song came into my head this morning, talking about a revolution. That's the new world. That is the revolution. And finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution. Oh, yes. Tables are turning. We're all going to have a revelation. This looks like, what's that film? Lord of the Rings. Yep, so I'm going to read a revelation, they're saying, and it kept catching my eye. Let's have a look. Because with a little book, this. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful weekend. Right. Most magical times that we're living in, really are. So the revelation, there was once a time when the veils were thin and the wise men and women among our ancestors could pass through them. These people were able to visit the elk folk to fetch holy swords or to ask the elf priest for advice. Yeah, as I was saying, it looks like Lord of the Rings, doesn't they? The elves in Lord of the Rings. See these films that are being made? Yeah, there's messages in these films. And I always watch these films and I think, the ones that create these stories, not really stories, you know, there's truth in them. I think they're awake, you know. Can't judge and I can't project my opinion onto it. Like Avatar, to me, is distinctly like, you know, Lemuria. So the codes that the energy source, the feed off the land and the luminosity of these avatars, you know, the avatars. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities, isn't there? And there's messages in these films. There's messages in our matrix that people are being leaving for us, you know. And I'm pretty sure it's because they're awake. They woke up to the knowing of something other than, you know, what we've been told. So yeah, so drawing, the elves have the gift of second sight. They can see the future. Yeah, you know, when I saw, when I had visions of I needed to get back to this particular place that I'd been going to for years, but I'd stopped going to, for certain reasons, divine timing, you know. Well, I started to get visions again to go back to this place. There was something there, someone there that I was going to meet, but didn't understand quite what I was, yeah, this here, didn't have the eyes to see, you know, or the ears to hear exactly what I was, why did I need to go back to this certain place for, you know. I'd left it years ago. But there was a well-being day. Synchronicity. There was a well-being day happening at that particular time. And I knew that I just had to go to this well-being day, you know. There was many healers there. It was like a package of different healing that you move from room to room, and you meet these healers. And I knew, you know, that there was somebody there that I was predestined to meet. That was going to be a big part of my life, you know, a big shift in my path and help me and support and all of that. But not only, I knew it was you know, there was something there for me. I knew that. Didn't quite understand the connection at that point, or how strong. I was figuring it out, you know, it's early days. Not as my friend, who is my friend now, who I knew, that sight, that that oracle in me, the High Priestess Oracle of the Rose, but I didn't know I even held that inside of me, because I was still figuring this new world out, you know, that I was feeling and hearing and all of that. I was figuring it out. I was still going through my fear to figure things out and dissolve illusions. Yeah, make that veil a bit thinner, you know, well, dissolve it altogether. And yeah, it's come full circle, you know, many years later. We both felt that connection there, and we have to do something together, you know, to help others and help each other and then help others. Yeah, it's come full circle, and that sight that I had back then, all the visions have come true. So yeah, it's pretty magic, you know. But I can hear it now, I can see it now. Yeah, it's full on. So drawing this card is a great honour. Our present time is in flux. The veils are becoming more translucent again. Go on a journey to the elves. Make the journey just once and consider what you can do in return to thank the elves. Know this, any good deed you do in the world is seen in the elf world and is greatly respected. You might give money to someone in need or donate something to be a good cause. The elf lander that you see on this card is a dragon rider among the elven people and a close friend of the Dragon Queen Alba. In addition, he supports us humans on our way to a new free world, as many elves do from their dimension. Yeah, so as I was saying, me and this friend, soul friend of mine, we're doing something together to help others, you know. And we've done that for many years separate. We've been holding the light and doing the work, facing our fear, our shadows, understanding we're coming into that new world, you know. We are showing others a new world. So breaking down old paradigms of fear, of what's been done before, showing a new way, bringing that self-worth to ourselves to show others that can have self-worth, independence to ourselves to show others that can have independence. We're mirrors, you know. What we heal, we mirror that back to others, so then they can do the healing. So yeah, you know, it's coming back around. Everything comes back around. What you give out, you receive. But you don't go into these shadows of yourself thinking, if I give, then I'll receive. No, you don't understand. You're doing that, you know. One, it's your nature. It's inbuilt in you. You're a light worker for a reason. You're in this timeline for a reason. It's unconditional, you know. You give and you don't expect to receive, because you don't. I don't understand that language, you know. So say Elven language. That's not a language I would understand. So I don't understand if I give somebody something, then I want to return. That's not a language that I understand. I just think, no. And yeah, I'm you know, makes my heart sing. I've just said, makes my heart sing when I can help people and I can give others what the, you know, that I feel like the need, you know. I do things on a whim, and I just go, I think you should have that, and they go, oh. You know, and it might take some people back, but I go with my heart, you know. I did it yesterday on this wellbeing fair. I do that. It's just part of who I am, and I'm faced my